But then when he pointed out that Marlena picked him for these two shows, which we were at this point a team.
What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with a very good news for Behrouz Tabani and his fans. His coach Milos has just confirmed that the Iranian got his Germany visa to attend FIBO 2024. So he is most likely gonna get his Spain and Italy visa as well. And that means only one thing. Behrouz is gonna face Michael Cristo at Emperor Classic Spain. And Italy is scheduled just 1 week after Spain. So Behrouz is confirmed for Italy as well. So that's one hell of a list of shows that Behrouz is gonna do in 2024. So all this makes this recent update of Behrouz Tabani to be 12 weeks out of the show. So the world wanna see him compete against the best of the best bodybuilders in the IB Pro League. So whether he gets to the Olympia stage or not, that is an issue that is yet to be sorted out. But as of right now, one thing is very much confirmed, that Behrouz is gonna face some very good competition here this time. Because here is another good news for all the bodybuilding fans. Milos has also confirmed that Behrouz is gonna do Dubai Pro as well, which is gonna be happening in July. And that show is probably gonna have the most competitive lineup after the Olympia and the Arnold. And the reason is that prize money, $100,000. And that is a lot of money for many of these big names to miss out on. So I'm sure a lot of big names are gonna be there. So the expected names that are gonna be there are Regan Grimes, Andrew Jack, Brendan Curry, and now Behrouz Tabani. So he got an opportunity to stand next to Samson Dauda last year. And he did not disappoint. He did not disappoint at all. He gave Samson Dauda a very serious run for his money at that show. And that was a very, very close show. Especially in terms of conditioning, Behrouz was ahead. So this new version of Behrouz is going to be so much more competitive. And we cannot wait to see him share the stage with these big names. One of the most memorable moments of the Arnold Classic UK Expo was two of the all-time greats, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Phil Heath. Both of these guys who have won 7 Mr. Olympia titles. They trained together. And Phil Heath's documentary Breaking the Olympia also premiered this past weekend. So this documentary has been in the making since 2020. That year Phil Heath made his comeback. And that was the final time he competed against the likes of Big Ramy, Brendan Curry, Hadi Choopan and the others. That was his last Mr. Olympia show. So Phil Heath placed third that year behind Big Ramy and Brendan Curry. So even though he was aiming to win his 8th standout that year, but coming back after a gap of 1 year, coming back after that hernia surgery, that still was a great achievement by Phil Heath. So we have got Arnold Schwarzenegger to thank for all this. Due to the Arnold Classic, we get to see so many bodybuilding icons and the legends of the sport training together under the same roof. And there is nothing more a bodybuilding fan can ask for. And these two legends training together with Hany Rambod, the greatest bodybuilding coach of all time, looking over these amazing guys. That's just incredible. So Phil Heath has been maintaining this post-retirement physique really well. I mean, the guy looks pretty damn impressive. So his documentary comes out in just 2 more weeks. So all the bodybuilding fans must be supportive of that. I think we can all agree on this. Phil Heath's best was 2011 and I have to say 2013 as well. And those two physiques, they can stand next to anyone in any era of the sport. And those physiques are probably gonna win the Olympia title. And there is a reason why Phil Heath was called a gift. Just let me put it this way. Phil Heath reigned for 7 years straight. And since his retirement, well, not retirement, since he lost the Olympia title for the first time in 2018. In the last 6 years, we have had 5 different Mr. Olympias. The Olympia trophy has changed 5 different hands. And that is saying something. So everyone wanted Samson Dauda to make a post about his former coach Milos Behrouz and thank him for all the work that he has done with him. I mean, the guy took him under his wings when Samson hadn't even won his first pro show, and he took him all the way to being the 3rd best bodybuilder in the world. So that is a lot. But here isn't the factor. Milos was never able to bring Samson Dauda in a condition where we could agree that that was a Mr. Olympia level conditioning. That conditioning was worthy of becoming Mr. Olympia. But again, let's give credit to Milos where it's due. He helped Samson turn into an absolute mass monster and a freak of nature. That too in just a few years. He grew bigger and improved every single body part, while his waist and his line remained exactly the same.
Romania and Prague, we were live streaming. I had to stay up all night because 9-hour difference. And I just mentioned 2021, 5 shows. What do you do between the shows? You finish the show, you go low carb days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you carb up or just bring up the carbs and then manipulate the water 5 times in a row. So they had a blueprint of everything.
So both of these guys were able to accomplish a lot of things together. From winning his first pro show, then placing top 6 at his Olympia debut, then winning the Arnold Classic, that too against a very, very good Nick Walker, then being top 3 at Mr. Olympia. I don't think anyone other than Nick Walker has seen that kind of success in the recent times, of course, that too in such a short time span. Samson's career took off after 2021 like no other. And all that happened after Milos and Samson paired up, after they started working together. Now, I do have to say their relationship could have ended in a better way. Specifically with Samson stating that his wife coached him for Prague and Romania, while he was still with Milos. That was kind of a controversial statement. As much as I admire Samson Dauda, but still I have to say, that was a bit controversial. And Samson might also address that in the future, now that he's done with the competition and the prep.
We were, at this point, a team. That's Samson's wife and a cook, and all goes through discussion between 3 of us. We're going to do this, we're going to do that.
Now, all in all, it was a good gesture by Samson Dauda, because Milos was kind of upset by this statement. And you guys can watch that entire discussion about Samson and Milos in the latest episode of the Muscle and Fitness podcast by Dennis James.
It makes me look super bad and questionable, right? That, so I pick you for the Olympia, then she pick you for this too, then I pick you again for this one, how that works. I never had a chance to discuss this with him, and
so I'm gonna end this video with this iconic picture of the GOAT, the greatest of all time Ronnie Coleman and Jay Cutler, taken when both these guys were in their absolute prime, guest posing for the world, making the Olympia and bodybuilding more engaging and more entertaining for all the fans and for all the bodybuilding community around the globe. Now fast forward to 2024, they tried to recreate that same moment, although the roles were reversed this time. I don't think there will ever be a time where the bodybuilding fans and the community have enough of these two gentlemen. This is arguably the greatest bodybuilding rivalry of all time. And no matter how many times we listen to these old stories, there is always room for more. There is always room for another time. So I really wish that Ronnie Coleman was physically in a better condition than how he is now. But the thing is, Ronnie Coleman himself says that he would not change his journey, he would not change his training style, even if he had a chance. Because what he was able to achieve, that was well worth it. That was worth the price.
Ronnie and I, we both are here for the Arnold Classic in Birmingham, England. I mean, we are having a great time walking around all over the place. This big convention hall here with all the displays and everything. And the world's strongest man and the most muscular man and the best women and all this stuff. We're having a great time, huh?
We're having a wonderful time. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video. And smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.